You are qualified, your experience is solid, but all you keep getting is an automated rejection emails. Why? Because you are formatting for humans, but you are being judged by a machine. Most companies use an applicant tracking system, also known as ATS. If your resume has columns, tables, or fancy graphics, the ATS cannot read it, and you get an automated rejection before a human even says your name. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to format an ATS-friendly resume in Microsoft Word, and I'll also be showing you the most important sections every ATS-friendly resume must have. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to include and what to leave out. The first thing is to set the document layout. After setting the document layout, then we need to begin with the contact information. This must be at the very top of your resume. Your header or your contact information should include your full name, your job title, your phone number, your professional email address, your LinkedIn profile, your portfolio if you have one, and your location. The next one is your professional summary. This section comes immediately after the header. Think of this as a short overview of who you are professionally. Your summary should include your role, your years of experience, your key skills, industry keywords related to the job. This is one of the first places ATS scans for keywords, and it helps recruiters decide whether to keep reading your resume. Now let's talk about the skills section. This is one of the most important sections for ATS ranking. Your skills section should include your hard skills, tools and technologies, role-specific competencies, and keywords taken directly from the job description. ATS systems rely heavily on this section to match your resume to job requirements. If you want to know more about how ATS works and how to use relevant keywords for ATS optimization, I already made a video on that. You can check the link in this video description. The next section is the professional experience. This is the most important section on your resume. Your work experience shows ATS and recruiters whether you have done the job before. Each role should include your job title, company name, location, dates of employment, describing what you did and the impact. When writing your professional experience, make sure you use action verbs and include keywords naturally. List your experience with your most recent role first. Next is the education section. Include your degree spelled out. Make sure you spell everything out correctly. Your field of study, the institution name, your graduation year. Some ATS systems automatically filter candidates based on education requirements, so this section must be clear and complete. The next section is the certifications. What to include in this section is the certification name, the issuing organization, and the year you earned it. Certifications add credibility and introduce additional keywords into your resume. So these are the most important sections that is needed in your resume for it to be ATS friendly. Now let's talk about what not to include. Avoid objective statements, hobbies and interests, references available upon request, graphics, icons or charts. Also avoid photos and decorative elements. These sections add little value and can confuse ATS systems. An ATS-friendly resume is not about making your resume look fancy. It's about making it readable, searchable, and relevant. If you found this video helpful, like the video, subscribe for more career and digital skills, and let me know in the comments what role you are applying for. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.